Geez, it has been a while since we've done one of these live streams, but welcome, guys, back to a live stream. Finally, right? So today, I'm going to be releasing a kind of tutorial video on how to do an animal run cycle. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the past, couple weeks in between work. Work has been a little bit crazy, but whatever. And that is going to be from the profile view. I thought, let's kind of go live and try and do an animal run from the front view. So that's what we're going to do. I got this rig off Gumroad. It's pretty good, pretty decent for what we're going to be doing. I just needed something with 4 legs, right? So I can link that in the description. But let's get started. So we got the floor, right? It's kind of in the same perspective as our guy, and we're just going to make him run kind of towards the camera. It's like a front on kind of angle. I think that'll be fine. It's more realistic. So let's get started. Let's just plus all these to the end. There is a master controller with this. Now we don't really need it though. And yeah, let's go through these poses. So like any run, I like to do my extremes kind of first. And with an animal run, this is kind of like for dogs and cats, there's going to be a point where there are no legs on the ground, right? That's going to happen twice throughout this run cycle. So the first one, we can kind of have, I'm just going to kind of block this in. Let's change this brush. We'll make it a little smaller. What color do we want? We'll make it blue. Can you guys see that? Nice. We can even make this a little bit bigger. We'll make this a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm on a guide layer like this. And I'm just going to kind of, block in where I want my run to go. Right, so we got the head. I'm going to have the head up like this. We can even kind of move, make it a little bit bigger. So the body's going to look something kind of like this. That's the head. These are the feet reaching, and these are the back feet, right? If we're breaking it down real simple, this is kind of what we want here. So I'm going to have sort of the underside of his belly. His back is going to be, it's going to be up. So it almost, you won't even really see it too much. And we'll have our arms. I also have some reference open as well. This is a really great animal reference. It's slow motion and you get all the poses that you need. So if it's your first time, I really recommend going and using some reference. So when we play through this, this is the pose we want. Wait. Here, when both feet are off the ground. So see, they're reaching the arms. The head is kind of down. That's what we want. I just want to see if there's a reference from the front, though. So he's running. See how he staggers the feet? And then they're going to switch angles. This is the angle we really want, I think. Here we go. So when they switch to the front again, you'll see what I'm talking about. Do they ever do it? There we go. So right here, that's the pose we want. And so notice how one foot is reaching and one foot is kind of pulled back. That's what I want to get in this pose. So I'm just going to have this open. Just like that. Okay, so let's kind of get rid of this. Right, we'll have this leg out, reaching forward like that. This arm's kind of going to be reaching, but not as much. We'll stagger that. We got the head. We can actually keep this head at like base level. That's fine. Okay, and if you notice the back, it's going to not be higher than the head. It's going to be lower, just like this. Okay, our legs, they're really going to be straight and you won't really even see them too much. We really need to, let's move this forward though. We really need to scale them down to make it look like they're going away from the camera. Okay, so if we just focus on that, that's kind of our first pose. I'm not going to worry about the tail just yet or the ears. We'll do that after. All right, my next extreme, we're going to go around like frame 7. That's where it's going to happen, roughly. I'll add another drawing. And for that, it's going to be the next time where this run, the feet are off the ground. So I'll play through. I'll bring back this reference. So just watch here, guys. The feet plant. And then right there, see that? Well, actually, we'll go a little bit more. There. Both feet are in the air right now. Okay, that's our second extreme. And if you take a look, I'll rewind it a bit. Let's try and track the head. So the head, right? It's high. It's lowering down. It's not moving too much, so it's almost in our original position, right? Just a little bit lower. Right? It doesn't move too much, actually, which is kind of surprising. Okay, so let's get this pose in. We're running, we have the head here, right? And this is just really rough. Because I'm just gonna go in and go over it with the rig after. So I'm gonna drop the head just a little bit, right? It's not gonna be the same height exactly. So the paw that hits the ground first, it's gonna be all the way back. Right, we really want to scale it down. Right, same with these. The paws are going to be like kind of back. The back now is going to be above the head, right? We got to bring up the back and the back legs. Okay, well, we can kind of just get rid of this for now. And now we just got to bring the back legs forward, right? It's going to look something like this. Right, the reference really helps a lot. I don't even think I could do this without any reference. So, right, looking good. Let's just grab these arms, scale them down. And let's grab these feet and we'll kind of scale them up to kind of make it look like they're coming forward in the camera. Okay, let's move them up though. There we go. So we got our two major extremes. And if we turn the ground back on, let's get rid of our rig right now for a second. We got the makings of a run. We're getting somewhere, right? Now we need to kind of plant those feet. So let's just kind of move this frame here so we have a completed cycle. Okay, now we got to drop the feet and start moving the head up and down. So let's go back to our reference. Let's go here. We want, so the foot plants here, but I'm going to take this pose when both feet are on the floor. Okay, so in a run, there's never more than 2 feet on the floor at a time. And this pose, you'll see he's kind of planting his weight on his front feet as his back feet are curling under. And that's a nice breakdown to kind of define this movement a little bit more. So we're here. I'm just going to go somewhere in the middle. I'm going to use my onion skin so I can see forward and back. Right, and now we want to plant them on the floor. So I'm going to grab this head. And this is, I think, the lowest part of the run. So the head is going to be a little bit lower than our extreme. And if you watch, now we go up and down. It can even be a little bit lower, I think. Okay. Now let's plant those feet. I don't really need this. So here, the front foot is actually going to be back because it already hit the ground, right? It's already sliding back into its other position. Okay, now we can kind of use this onion skin to get this in the right spot. Okay, so now we got two legs on the floor. It looks a little strange from this angle, but we'll add a little bit more afterwards. A few more poses. So now the back actually is going to be kind of just an in-between, right? It's coming from its low position to like that most scrunched up position, right? As the legs, like if we look, this leg will start to come forward. This leg is going to keep going back, right? So we'll kind of really make that small. And you can't really see the other leg from the angle that we're at. So let's see how this looks. Okay, right? It's being planted. Okay, looks good. Now, that's our first breakdown. That's how I like to break it down. I go no feet, 2 feet. So there's 2 feet in the front, and now we got to do 2 feet in the back because let's bring our reference again. So look how good this reference is. Right, both feet are off the floor, and then see that? His back feet plant to push himself even farther. Right? So this is kind of a better angle. Let's keep going. Like right here is what I want. So let's say our screen left hand touches the ground first. So in this case, our screen right foot is going to touch the ground first. The head, we didn't really see that in the reference, but like it's starting to come up as well. So it comes up as the body goes down. So we can kind of use our onion skin. If you guys can see that, we're going to go back to our original position. So I'm going to just move the head up a little bit, just like this. Let's kind of watch the head movement. Right? It's kind of moving in like a nice circle, up and down, like a nice circular pattern. Like we want the head to move, not this extreme, but kind of like, oops, in like that kind of direction. All right, let's plant those feet. So I need my ground back, and I even can go just here. So I mark where the actual ground is. So I'm not, running in midair. All right, so here, as the head comes up, the body is kind of dropping down as we plant those feet on the floor, right? So it's going to be staggered. This one will be back, and this one will be kind of forward, right? Because it hits the ground later. Okay, we'll get the stomach in there. So without the arms, we can play, and we're already getting that nice run. Okay, the arms now, we'll just add those. They're going back here, right? And they're still kind of dragging back. So it's hard to see a little bit. But they're coming forward, but the tips, like the wrist part, is kind of dragging behind. Okay? And then you go back to this. So it's almost time to get going on this run with the rig. But first, let's define more this movement. Which foot hits the ground first? That's important. So this is kind of just like an in-between. I know it's hard to see with the onion skin, but now you kind of just in between the head. And when we do this in cutout, we're going to tween this part anyway, so it's not super important where we put the head. But now we have to make sure this foot touches the ground first as our front foot stretches out. Okay? There you go. I think that's right. Let's go back feet here, and that's just kind of an in-between. All right, let's throw it on twos. We can throw it all on twos. Right, that looks okay. The gallop step there. And now same thing here. Let's stagger those feet a little bit. So we'll go right in the middle. And any tips, guys, anyone watching, how do you like to do your runs? Let me know. I'm all ears. So here, this foot's hitting the ground first. We're going to kind of make sure we get that in. And our back foot, I'm going to say it's still off the ground. Right? So we're going to go something like this. It's just rough too, like it's whatever. As long as as long as we get this, one is off and one is on. So then we get this kind of movement. Right, and now we can kind of also do this. This arm, our screen left arm, can start coming forward first, and our screen right arm, we can still push it back a little bit to kind of break up that movement as well. All right, we'll get the body in there. There you go. So if we loop this, let's loop it and see how it goes. Pretty smooth, right? I guess we can zoom in a bit more. Like just with those poses, we're getting a kind of a nice run. So we could have cleaned up this drawing a little bit more, but let's go in and match it with our our rig right now. So that's kind of all we need there. So let's go in, grab the head, and then we can treat it just like a regular scene. We can match this once, then we can do some drawovers and make it look nicer. Right, there's the arm. I'll match it without the deformers first. This is the back legs. We'll put them there. The torso is going to go there. The tail, we'll do the tail at the end. Okay, let's grab this leg, move it out. I'm going to lock this. Right, you don't need to start with the drawing that we did, but it makes things a lot easier. So same thing, I'm going to go here on this rig. We'll go to frame 7. The head's going to be almost in the same spot, but not quite. There we go. And we're not really worrying about the rig just yet, like how the parts fit together. We can do that after. Right, arms go back. Now our feet, right, those are coming forward now. We can probably make them even bigger, right, to emphasize the fact that they're moving forward. Okay, that's our other foot. Right, we got the back legs. And I really like this rig, actually. It was really well made. We got to drop the torso a bit. I guess we can use the deformers. There we go. And our back, like, butt area is going to be up. We're going to move the head forward. I don't know why it's behind everything. Okay, and if we take this off, if we turn off this, it's pretty ugly, right? But we're getting there. We're getting there. Like, if this is nothing a few drawovers can fix. Actually, let's do it as we go. Okay. When you're doing rigs too, it's important. Like, we'll treat these as our keyframes, but it's really important to kind of keep those in order so we don't lose volume or the rig isn't breaking too much. So let's just go here, draw over, and we can be pretty tight with these drawovers now, right? We kind of know how we want it to look. We know the structure of the run because we did that at the beginning. Okay. Right, we kind of have this here. I actually like this. I want to get as many overlapping lines as I can. Just to kind of help with that perspective, what is overlapping what. Right, and I'll try and draw through as well. I want it to be like this. That's fine over there. And the tail, again, I'll save for last. I'll keep this even thinner. Let's go 5. Okay. And you know me, This is just for safety. I like to keyframe in front. And now when we adjust, we won't lose anything, really. We can always go back to that other pose. So let's get this there. Kind of drop the back a little bit. And this rig, it doesn't use, well, it does use auto, actually it doesn't. It uses actual patches. So each of these circle things, it's like a patch to hide these lines. Some rigs, a lot of rigs actually do that. I don't prefer that method. I feel auto patching is the way to go, 100%. But yeah, maybe it makes the rig a little bit lighter, so that's always good. We got here, let's move this foot back. And I think here, the toes, we can move those back as well. I'm not sure. No, yeah, those don't have deformers on them. Let's do this. Let's make this bigger. Same with that. Okay, I'm not liking this curve I did. So let's just go back, hide that. And now let's play around with these patches. So see that? The line disappears. Okay. Let's actually make the tail smaller as well, so it looks like he's farther back. And then we got these things. These patches on his back. Those might help sell the perspective as well and show that the back is curved. Let's go like this. Okay, so these patches now, let's kind of, I want this to overlap. That's looking fine. I kind of want an overlapping line though here in the forearm. So maybe we can shrink this down. Right now it kind of looks more like it's coming forward. Does he have any? No, he just has these hands. So we're stuck. We're just gonna leave the hands. You gotta work with what you got. And of course, like he's not really a top. Like his anatomy isn't the same as an actual cat or something, but it's close enough. He's got like 4 legs. He's got a torso. He's got a pelvis. The arms are, you know, broken up relatively the same way. Let's see. I mean, the patches are okay. Like you can get some good control, I guess. I didn't even realize that. Like, those are some nice clean lines, actually. Surprising. Right, we kind of taper everything in. There's also a patch for the neck. So the same kind of thing. And now these ears, let's really push this perspective. Let's make them look just like that. And it's looking okay. Like I like that pose. Like if we compare, it looks like he's running. Oh, nice. How's it going? Rear view mirror first. Yes. First comment, dude. How are you, my friend? People probably think I don't even stream anymore. I haven't been doing a live stream in a long, long time. I technically shouldn't even be doing one now. I actually have a lot of work to do, but screw it. I hope everyone's been doing okay, though, you know? We can adjust. I don't like what I'm doing with the ears. Let's put them back. There we go. Okay, let's move on. Let's go here, delete this. And any questions, guys, about like the shortcuts I'm using, whatever, you know, let me know. And we can also do this as well. We can kind of think ahead here. And let's try, it's a little strange. Drop this like that. Oh, maybe a little like this. Make it wider. There's a shadow. It's LED TV. How's it going, man? Thank you, dude. I will you in live. Thanks so much. I love your tutorials, man. That means a lot, man. Thanks for joining. You're at the best part now. We're getting right into the run. So, how have you been? Good. Everything's good. I hope. What are you guys up to now? Okay, so now we don't need this. Let's go back to our other draw over. I got the head. I mean, we can kind of squash it maybe if you want. We're not really going to touch the head too much. As you saw, the head doesn't really move too much. But I want this. I want this. I want these to come out. Right? I want that to come out. I like this already. This big, whatever it is, back. We'll have the back stripes really push up now. That's going to help, like, it can really help tell us the movement of the torso, especially because there's no lines back there. Nice. Sled TV, I start my personal project. I use a lot of your tutorial. Nice, man. What's your personal project about? And you're like creating the rigs, doing the animation. What are you doing for it? So here, we can kind of go angle these feet up. That's fine. And I'm going to widen this. So maybe we'll get a better perspective there. We'll widen this and we'll shrink. We'll shrink these hands down really small. So it really looks like we're pushing back. Also, thing is, I think we should move this hand over. There you go. Okay, so let's get this. Let's make these cheeks a little bit rounder. I have 3 Jazzy tutorials to study. Nice, man. I hope they're helpful and easy to understand. Any questions you have, just shoot me a message. Noel, how's it going? Hi, Sir Fabio. How are you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Why are you not using a tapered line on roughs? Honestly, I'm just lazy. I just have whatever brush that I want. But also on my drawovers, I kind of just like to use no thickness line because a lot of the times on the shows that I work on, the characters have that uniform line. They don't use a tapered one, so I don't use one when I do roughs. And like a lot of times I draw with the line tool, so that just the untapered line, I like it. Personal preference, I think, though. Do you use, what brush do you use? Let's go here, let's go there. Right, and even now, I think I'm using a little too thick of a brush. At this stage, at these refined drawovers, I like to have it a little bit smaller so I can actually kind of see my work. Let's make it 3, right? I can see the lines. All right, we can scale this down just like that, and we'll move it behind. There we go. What is this? Well, that's the arm. Okay, what do we got here? Do you think the OGL function is essential for rigs now? I then have the hardware which does not have this function. OGL? I don't even know what that is. OGL. What does that stand for? OGL controller? I'll have to look it up after unless anyone else knows what it is, but I guess it's not. Because I don't think I've heard of it, or I don't know what it is. Noel says, by the way, I also follow you on LinkedIn. Nice. Are we connected? We must be. And yeah, Sled TV, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what OGL is. But I just saw a video. It was like OGL controller. So another thing I have to look up. Nicholas, how's it going? Nice of you to join us, man. Thanks for the tutorials. No problem, man. Thanks for watching them, really. And I'm glad they're helpful, guys. So how's it going, Nicholas? You working on anything cool? Any personal projects as well? Let's flip this up. We'll go here, here. Yeah, I think this is our first stream in a while. Since the new year, guys. This is our first stream of the new year. A little late. But what are you gonna do? Okay, so this, I gotta move it back a little bit. Okay. There's Maria. Maria, how's it going? Happy New Year. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Qué tal? I have not been practicing my Spanish. I hope everything's been going good, you guys, though. The new year, I hope the new year's been treating you well. You're not too busy. Any fun New Year's resolutions, or no? No one's really doing that. So here, I also want to be careful too. I want to move my pivot point. I want it more in the middle, and then I adjust these things. Okay, so look, let's scrub through. Look at that, guys. Already, that's looking good. We can probably turn off these drawovers, and let's go in and adjust what we want. We want this to be here. I saw that you had a 2-move start on LinkedIn. I'm planning to get it. Does it help you on your career? So that one is their basic certification. I think you have to pay a bit for that. And kind of, I guess, especially if you're self-taught, I feel one, the cert helps. Like it just like proves that you know Toon Boom. But yeah, I haven't gotten my professional certification just yet. But hopefully in the future, I think that will be more helpful because you know how to use the program. Just knowing how to use Toon Boom is going to be helpful for your career. Like I was talking to, I don't know if you guys know that guy, that Tony Ross guy. I asked him that question as well because he teaches Toon Boom, but he's not certified. And he kind of said it doesn't really matter. So, but I mean, I don't think it could hurt. I tried to schedule the professional certification like 3 times, and I guess Toon Boom just forgot about it. Nicholas, nice Spanish. Thanks. Rear view mirror, OpenGL. Well, I think Harmony 21 does have like the OpenGL view is just this. It's just what I'm working in right here, and I think every version of Harmony has that. Oh, I'm lost in the chat. Oh, okay. This guy used OGL controllers. Yeah, I need to know. I need to figure out what that is. I don't know what that stands for. Normally, if Chad is another member of our community, if he was here, he would know what that was. Just a formality. Yeah, basically just a formality, especially the first certification, because I think it's just multiple choice. It's nothing even like you don't have to do anything. So, I mean, you might as well get it. Like, why not? Um, like I said again, especially if you're self-taught, it's a good way to just prove that you know Toon Boom. Instead of just saying that, you'd be like, look, I know it. I'm certified. Boom. What the hell is happening here? I think I lost. I'm fucking losing all these patches. Who asked that? Yeah. So Noel, have you been applying to jobs? How's the job hunt going? Are you still in school? Yeah, it is nice. The tapered lines on the neck. But I mean, like I said, you could just build that into a rig. Like if you just do an auto patch with the lines on the overlay and taper those lines, I kind of like that better. Because if you see now, I'm kind of losing. I don't even know where the patch is. So I don't know if I like rigs set up this way. I just have to. I think that's fine actually. No, it says right now I'm an animator on Snipple Animation Studio. Does anyone know that studio? Where are you guys based? And I actually kind of like. I kind of like where this is. So we're gonna keep that, guys. Okay, 944. We gotta get going on this. I normally have my brother Claudio with me to read some of these comments. Okay, nice. So now we got two poses. See that? Let's turn off these drawovers. Studio. Are you working on any TV shows currently? Yes, right now. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what I'm working on, but right now I'm doing 2 shows. So it's been a little bit crazy, actually. But hopefully when they come out, it'll be worth it. They're really fun. Completely different styles as well, which is kind of nice. In the Philippines. Nice. Is it hand drawn or rigged animation? And Sled TV, tell us a little bit about your personal project, if you can. I'd love to hear more about it, man. Let's make these a little bit bigger. And maybe we can go like this. Watch. We can make the head a little bit bigger. So it looks like it's coming out more. We can make it a little bit smaller. Right? So we get that little, you know, that cool action. I really want to try doing that more in my animation, playing with how close or far things are from the camera. I'm on a hybrid, cut out hand drawn. Oh, nice. Me too, actually. One of my shows is like that. How do you like it? I don't know if I like it too much though. Okay, so now let's do the where he's planted. Okay, we can drop the head. Actually, what I'm going to try and do, let's see what happens if we tween this. Just regular. Nice. Right, that's going to help. That's going to save us some time here, guys. And the head I know is going to be in the right position. We can drop the head. Actually, it probably did not save us some time. Let's see. So I'm working on an animation based on the story of League of Legends. Nice, man. That should be really, really cool. I feel. What was that show that everyone was talking about for a while? It was. I think it was called what? Arcane. That was based on that game as well. No. Oh, sorry, guys. Something in my eye. But like Whack-A-Foo animation. What is that? Okay, let's stretch this guy out. This is on the ground. So this is where both feet are on the ground. We're gonna have to change some perspective there. And then here, the legs are coming up and coming in. We're kind of cheating that perspective a lot, which is I'm actually happy with. Here, this is gonna be like that. The butt is gonna be up a little bit. There you go, look at that. Now let's do our draw over. Let's make it a little smaller. That's what we want. Whack, okay. Nejro goes, good night. Good night, man. Thank you for sticking around. I was going to study for 5-part rigging. Have a nice day. Yes, my friend. Thank you for stopping by, brother. All right, let's get this going. Even though we're so late, everyone's still dropping by. I got to go to bed soon too. Okay. Let's get these drawovers done. Right, we still have this. We can kind of have some overlap there with the legs. That's in the right position. Here, this is going to start to turn in. We'll have a nice smooth curve there. And we'll kind of just move these back pieces. Brazil, oh, everyone's lots of Brazilians. Nice guys. Animation is getting big in Brazil, huh? Especially 2D animation. There's a lot of great talent in South America. Okay, we'll grab that. We'll move our patch. What the shit? Here. See, this is kind of why I don't like these patches. I don't know what the frig is going on here. Maybe it's not. Oh, whatever. We're just gonna have to leave it. Let's move this guy back. And right, we're shrinking his foot. Ah, it must be the wrong. Wait a minute. Oh no. No, this should work. I don't know why this isn't working. Look at that. Right, the tail, we're just gonna put it in place. We'll do it after. Okay, turn this off. We're getting like a nice reach with that. That's looking good as he comes back. All right, let's do the back legs now. Right, and again, with cutout animation, I like to do it this way because at the end, our last few poses are going to be so easy. Like even with a walk cycle, like a human walk cycle, the first contacts, passing, it's always a lot of work to get those done. But the farther you go, and if you do it like this kind of in these steps, it gets way easier to pose out the down, the up, because you can get the computer to do a lot of the work for you. Right, these are still going to be relatively small. And we'll move these hands in front of the feet. You already did the key poses. Yeah, so for this kind of run, I guess you weren't here. Let's turn this off for a sec. I start off with some reference and I do these key poses. So what I think are keys are when 2 feet are off the floor and then these feet are off the floor. Key poses. Then we go breakdowns. 2 feet are on the floor. Breakdowns, 2 back feet are on the floor. And then we go in betweens. 1 foot lands first, and then 1 foot lands first. And those are basically all the poses you need for a run like this. Sled TV says, "It's incredible how you make Rig look like frame by frame." Yeah, well, thanks, man. That's like the goal of cutout animation, I find. If it looks like a puppet, then you're probably doing something wrong, you know? And that's the kind of thing, like, I used to hate, I was like, oh, I used to be one of those guys who was, like, really traditional. Like, oh, I'm never going to do cutout rigs. I'm never going to use puppets, frame by frame, blah, blah, blah. But, like, mixing them together, you get such great results, man. And it just looks good. Looks great. It's, like, way faster as well. Right, hang on, let's check. We want the body to be down a little more. Right, let's go here, boom. Drop that down. There we go. And we'll go here as well. Oh yeah, also guys, we're doing a giveaway in the next few weeks. So if you go, there's a video on the channel. If you go to that video and comment, like just watch the video and follow the instructions, you're going to be eligible for our giveaway. And I think it's in 2 weeks. So you could, we're giving away some Aaron Blaze gift cards. So if you know Aaron Blaze, he's got some great tutorials, right? We're going to give away a 5, 10, and I think a $25 gift card. So you could basically buy one of his courses. And yeah, don't forget to do that. The deadline's almost up. So go and join. Like that one's free to enter. You just need to comment on the video. And then we're doing another giveaway. If I don't know if you guys know what 21 Draw is, but we're basically giving away a free membership to 21 Draw, like for a year. But to enter that, you got to be a member of this channel. So if that's something you're interested in, guys, that happens in March. So you still have a little bit of time. And like I'm currently doing that 21 Draw thing for a year. It's pretty good. There's lots of interesting courses on it. So definitely worth it, I think. Okay, let's go here. Whoops. I think the biggest difficulty is doing action. I've never seen it. Yeah, so I'm working on one right now. Let me see. Let me pull it up. So here, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm storyboarding a little fight scene. And all these characters are going to be rigged. So I'm trying to do an action scene with rigs because, like you, I've never seen one. And I want to try it. Already did 2 courses in 21 Draw. They're very good. Yeah, yeah, right. And there's so many of them. There's like there's not too many animation courses, if I'm being honest, but there's a lot of like figure drawing, character design. It's just cool to like sharpen your tools. It's fun to learn something new, you know? Like I was trying to do caricatures the other day. Super fun. But yeah, to join that one though, guys, you can watch the video. It'll give you instructions, but you got to be a member of this channel. So even you could probably just be a member until March and then stop your membership just to get access to the giveaway, because we're only giving away one. And it's just going to be like, if you're a member, you're randomly entered into a draw. But the kicker is, I think we only have like 2 members on this channel right now. So your chances of winning are super, super good. What do we think of this? I think I'm just going to leave it. Like I keep losing my patches. I don't know where they go. So I have no choice but to leave it. I want to like fix the head. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, it's the Toon Master one, like the highest one. I think it's only like 290 something. I'll post a link actually right now. Yeah, I don't know how to post a link, but it's Toon Master, the 299 one. You're automatically entered into the draw. There we go. So we're getting. I mean, it's looking okay. A little stiff, but now we're gonna fix that. So we'll go here. See that? Damn, there we go. Look at that. That's good, dude. You're entered. Nice, brother. And of course, too, if you want, when you're a member, you get access to like I'll add you to the Discord. You get a private Discord. You get like every month you get access to one-on-one sessions with me. You get what else do you get? Early access to videos. So a bunch of shit that you get, which is good. Hopefully it's worth it, right? All right, let's see this. Wait, see how that's coming up? And we could probably do this as well. Push that there. We got to fix those. But if we look, see that? Like the run's pretty much done. We just got to do the tail. We got to fix the legs a bit. And the arms. We're almost done, guys. Okay, we'll go here. We still want this to overlap. We want to show that this is reaching a bit, so maybe I'll keep his hand high. There we go. Plant this. Yeah, she's good, man. The bird brain, that's pretty much where I learned how to use Toon Boom. Is from her videos. You know what else is good, guys? There's a new channel out there. It's called Eat Your Peas. I'll type it in the chat. That's what the channel's called, and it's really good. Like the lady who runs it, she's a rigger. She's like a professional. She's been working in the industry for time, so she has lots of connections, and she has like industry professionals on there. You can join their Discord, and like I don't know how it works, but you can get like a mentorship, not one-on-one, but maybe group sessions. But it's a really good resource. You know, so I watched one. She had like a compositor on it, and there were some really good tips there. Dang, Sled TV, you're also entered. Nice, guys. This is awesome. That's awesome, dude. So I'll give you guys access as well to that Discord. It's probably going to take a few days, just because Discord kind of sucks with it. But you also have access to all those perks. It's awesome, guys. There we go. And yeah, if you have also any suggestions for perks that you want to see, let me know, because I want to customize it as much as I can for each person. All right, let's take a look. How's this looking? Look at those arms. That's looking good, guys. I'll post the link when I find it. Let me look it up. It's really new, So she doesn't have too much of a following. Uh, yeah, fuck, I can't even find it. I'll keep looking. Sled TV says, I'm really interested in that fight scene. Yeah, honestly, it's a long time coming. So I'll try and post a lot of behind the scenes as well for members, so you guys can keep up with the process. We can even do like live streams of it. That actually could be a good thing to do. So I'll keep you updated for that, 100%. Can you tell, in short, how to read character from only one side? Yeah. Are you talking like just a 180 turn? Because like a 360 rig, unless you're like a psychopath, it's always flipped. So you kind of just rig one view first and then flip it and kind of make your adjustments there. So it's a true 360 rig. You pretty much will never see it in the industry. I've been working 3 years. It's all 180 rigs that are flipped. Send in Discord later. Where's the link to the Discord? I will post it here. But for you guys, for new members, it's going to take like a day to update your status on the Discord. So don't worry if you don't see the chat right now. I'll update you guys tomorrow, and you should see it. Let's see. This is the link to join our regular Discord, and then eventually you'll see, once you're on the members page, there's a video outlining how to access everything. Shit, what am I doing? Here we go. Let's plant this foot. We'll get this foot up. And see, look how easy it is now to do these last little adjustments. And Nadrukas, yes. Yeah, I'll send it to you on Discord after. No rush. All right, let's go here. What the fuck is going on? Let's see there. Right, this is okay. We probably want this to come down a bit more. Cut this off. Yeah, guys. Well, thank you, man. You know, I love that you guys joined the members. That's really, that means a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy how much this channel is growing, guys. It's great, insane. So for here, see, like I don't know where all these fucking patches are. Shin patch should be here. Ah, okay, it's turned off. That makes sense. Let's kind of do the same thing. I want these overlapping lines. Let's kind of do it like this. Whatever. There we go. We're almost done, actually. This needs to go behind. Yeah, this rig's pretty cool. I mean, it's relatively easy to play with. So neck patch. I guess I could have just looked in the node view this whole time. I don't know what I was doing. I was being lazy. We want this. Sort of. We actually want this. Then this will be in front. Here is one of the best in terms of rigs. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Because, like, I'm not even a rigger. I just kind of learned it for my animation. And just basically a lot of the techniques that people have taught me, I teach them right. I put them right in the channel. But I'm glad it's helping you guys. That's important. Head shaper, I think it's called. Yeah, it's a mask. So the way this guy, I didn't rig this. Also, I should say that I didn't rig this at all. I got it from Gumroad, and I can post a link to this later. But the way the guy did it, it's just a blank drawing, right? Where he's got this yellow thing, and that's what covers the color art and the line art, right? So see, he cut. It's basically like an auto patch, but you can move it around. So some people like it. I don't really like it. I just kind of like to have the line on the overlay layer, but you know, whatever you want. Okay, I think we're done. The feet. Let's take a look though. So see here, these feet are coming forward and then back. So we kind of have to keep them. We got to go in manually and adjust. So let's kind of move this up so it's more in the middle. And sometimes you will have to adjust, right, in these rigs, but it's okay. Let's see if we can hide this. Yeah, there we go. It's looking a little better. And then the feet come up again. Okay, let's take a look at the back foot. I'm just watching the arcs, because things can kind of get lost. It's pretty easy for that to happen on a run like this. So even here, let's move this foot even higher up. And down. Now the arms. Okay. Now let's adjust. You know what I might do? I might just take, see how there's an auto patch with the neck? I'm just going to move it forward. I'm going to turn that patch off. And just have the head, just have a solid line. That might be the best option we have. Maybe not. I don't like that. Arcs always make you remember Aaron Blaze. Yeah, that guy's good, man. Aaron Blaze is really good. His channel just reached, I think, a million followers now. So he's big now, this guy. And he's still, like, no matter how big he's gotten, he still is like for just education. You know, like he's not really trying to make any money. All his courses they're always on sale, you know. I think we're just having some trouble with this patch here. Maybe it's too small. Let's make it bigger. No. Yeah, I don't know why that's not cutting, but whatever. Let's see if we can find our neck patch. And this is kind of the reason why I don't like patches like this. because I always fucking get lost. I don't know where they are. It always I always struggle a lot with that, especially in a big scene. I don't want to fucking be looking for these patches. Okay, let's play it again. Meadow Mint. I have some of his courses. They are so fun. Yes, Aaron Blaze's courses. A lot of courses. Yeah, he always does that. $8 courses, $5 courses. Like, it's insane. Meadow Mint. What course did you get from him? So now we can do, like, it's a little choppy, and I think it's just because the patches are all fucked up, and I don't know how to fix. See, like this. I don't know how to fix that. But what if we put this on ones? I wonder if this will make it better. A little bit, right? It's okay. Kind of, sometimes, sometimes it makes it harder to see. Like, I like this. I think here, let's just have this foot stay on the ground for a second. See if that looks any better. Because I do kind of like it on ones in this case. Right, now we got to go in, adjust that. Okay. Actually, I don't really like this on twos. So maybe what I'll do, I'll only have the middle on ones, because I think that's where we just need one extra frame as the foot drags. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, let's do these ears. So as the head comes down to the lowest point, we'll raise these ears up. We won't move them too much. And then as the head flies forward, let's like move them down. See how that looks. Now we just add a tween. And they pop back up. Right, already, that adds a lot, right? Look at that. We can put this on twos, put this on ones. Okay. Now let's go in with this tail. So here, we can kind of just, there's like, you can use the reference, because when a like a cheetah or something runs, the tail is doing very specific things to like keep it balanced. Whoops. But here we can kind of just like, as he comes in, we'll like scrunch the tail in, maybe down, and then we can kind of just cheat and throw a tween on it. Right? And now we can drag our frames to ease them out. Oh, actually, this should be here. Ease it out. And this should give us the start of a waving motion. Right? Maybe a little too much. So as this comes in, right, maybe we'll have it not so much there. And then we'll just we'll fix the curve. There we go. That should be okay. Let's see. Let's have this kind of smooth out this curve. There you go. Or maybe let's try it one more time, but maybe don't deform it so much. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. When the frame ends, cuts are visible. Like you can frame ends, cuts are visible. Like in the rig. Like I think this part is bugging me. See like this? Like how this is popping in. So let's try and fix that a little bit. Maybe if I grab the head, because I don't really know how, I don't know why it's not working. There we go. But this weird head cutter, it's not doing what I want it to do. Right, so let's go here. Let's make it a little there. Then we're back to normal. Okay, that's looking better. Let me grab this head. I'm gonna have to redo the ears. Oh, okay, I know what's going on. So this neck patch, what the hell? Ah, no. I'm just trying to fine tune it now anyway, but you know, whatever. We play through. Like pretty decent run. What we can try and do. Where is it? If we go here, like just for fun, let's have him scale up. Let's see how that looks. All right, he's running towards the camera. We turn this on twos. I don't know what's going on there. And that's kind of why like it's good to do like a cycle, right? Because then I can scale this up and move it around. And all I need to do is just like copy and paste it a bunch of times. I'll just take another peg. I can scale it more. Let's try and see, just like roughly. And then like it's a little easier to move him around in a scene. Let's play the whole thing. Right, obviously, we're gonna have to adjust it a little bit. It's not running exactly how we want, but that's the basics of it. All right, guys, I think I'm tired. So that's basically it. That's how I like to do my runs. You could probably, you know, uh, spend more time cleaning up your poses. Use reference. That was big. I didn't use too much reference today. Probably should have used it a little bit more. But yeah, it's not too difficult to do a four-legged run. Walks are a little bit more hard, um, but we can get into that in a different video. Also, Aaron Blaze has some good walk cycle tutorials as well. He's like the master at animating animals. So yeah, that's it, guys. A few things before we go for those just joining us. We have a couple giveaways going on. Um, check out those videos. For our new members tonight, I'll get adding you guys to the Discord so you can access all your perks and stuff. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us in this, impromptu live stream. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, we'll do more of these in the future, guys. All right. Ciao.